here is a tip that I'm going to give you that works really, 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 really well. This has worked every time for me, and it's just a wonderful little tool that you can use to make sure that you bring your manifestation all the way home in a small amount of time.
That's easy.
Hey guys, I'm Jasmine with Manifest Fast with Jasmine, and I'm actually really excited to make this video for you guys on how to visualize to make it happen easily to attract a specific person, a man, a guy, whoever it is that you want. I'm going to go into a lot of detail in this video on visualization and specifically how that is supposed to be done, how it happens, and how it can happen for you to actually make the visualizing process effective so that you actually yield the results that you want with your manifestation. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I get a lot of questions all the time that people ask about, first of all, people say, I can't visualize. That's a very common one. Or they say, exactly what am I supposed to visualize? How often should I visualize? What am I supposed to see in my mind? And for how long and when? And I'm going to clear up all that stuff in this video. It's not that complicated. And this is something that is a natural part of manifestation that happens naturally. And what I'm going to tell you in this video is going to help you to get to that natural place where visualization becomes that natural next logical step as part of your manifestation journey to bring it all the way home. So make sure that you watch all the way until the end so that you understand everything that I'm going to say about when, who, what, when, where, how, about manifesting and using visualization to manifest your specific person, your man, whoever it is, or whatever it is that you want to manifest. This is the video for you. If you've been watching my channel and you like my content, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button, and don't forget to click all to receive all notifications so that you know every time that I'm coming out with a new video. What I do on my channel is I provide premieres for you guys so that number one, you know when videos are coming out ahead of time, and you can set a reminder to watch them, and we can all watch the video together when it premieres and chat in the chat box. So make sure that you are signed up and setting those reminders so that you can join the chat when we go live. Also, I have an update about my Facebook group. So I am upgrading to a really awesome platform when it comes to groups. This group is going to have so many more features, so much more organization. It's going to have chat rooms inside according to whatever it is that you want to know about, to chat about. I'm still going to be able to do the live videos and live Q&As with you guys, but I'm also going to be able to do something I've never been able to do before in the group, which is as part of your membership, you're going to be able to participate in live courses that I'm going to do as I'm creating them. Okay, so you're going to be there front and center. You can ask your questions as I'm teaching the courses as part of your membership, and that's the highest value that you're ever going to get. It's going to be really fun, really awesome, really amazing. And I'm going to have that set up for you guys super soon. If I have it set up, the link is going to be below. Look out for the new group because it's going to be completely awesome. All right, so visualization, like I said, is a natural part of the manifesting process. But visualization happens as a natural consequence of alignment. The one thing that stands fast when it comes to manifesting anything, when it comes to law of attraction, whatever it is that you want to call it. I don't care if you call it deliberate creation. I don't care if you call it quantum physics, quantum leaping, parallel realities. I don't care what you call it. There's always going to be one thing in common, just like in dieting. There's the one thing is you always have to manage some way, somehow to get yourself into a caloric deficit if you want to lose weight and burn fat, okay? Well, when it comes to manifesting and law of attraction, always, without a doubt, you always have to find a way to figure out how to get yourself into alignment, okay, in order to make something happen. And so the people who say, I don't know how to visualize, or it's not happening for me, or I don't see anything, and you're asking all these questions and it's all up here and none of it is actually this experience that you're having naturally, that means that you're jumping the gun and you're trying too hard. You're not at, if visualization is not happening naturally, you're not at the stage where you need to do it. So I'm gonna, in this video, help you understand what you need to do to get to that phase where visualizing is the right thing for you to do, so that you can use it in order to bring your manifestation all the way home. Because once you get to the place where visualization is natural and easy and fun for you, then you have a lot of control over the manifestation itself and quickening the process and making it happen with a vengeance and with greater speed. You have a lot more control over that process. So, okay, the first thing that needs to happen, actually, and this sounds like it doesn't have anything to do with visualization, but it has everything to do with manifesting in general and visualization, but you have to visualize from a place of alignment. The number one mistake that people make with visualizing is they try to force themselves to visualize in order to get the thing that they want, that they're very aware that they don't have. It's like people manifest things and then they say, oh, well, here's how I did it. I visualized this and I scripted that and I affirmed this and I thought this thought. But the part that you don't hear is that this was just a natural part of their journey into alignment and allowing these realizations and events to unfold for them. It was a natural experiential unfolding for them. So the whole manifesting thing needs to be a natural experiential unfolding for you, meaning this, that if you are trying to implement a manifesting tactic such as visualization in order to try to soothe yourself and make something happen outside of you that is going to make you feel better on the inside, like if you're running away from this bad feeling of lack or need and trying to obtain something and you're trying to use visualization to get you there, this is not alignment. This is what I call wrong motivation or impure motivation. It is not the action that manifests. That's why manifesting tactics don't work the same for everyone, and sometimes they don't work at all, because it's not about the action that you take, it's about the energy behind the action, the reason that you're doing it that actually leads to the manifestation, okay? So if you're doing it because you're trying to run away from this needy, desperate feeling, or because you're trying to change or transform this lack that you feel, then actually that's what I call trying too hard, and that's when you're going to get potentially opposite results from what you actually want. So that's when a lot of people will say that, well, I visualized X, Y, and Z, and then the opposite happened. It's because you're trying to force it into place. You're not allowing it to be for the right reasons, and therefore you don't have the correct energy aligned to shuttle towards that manifestation, okay? So you can't fake the universe and be like, oh, I imagined it, so where is it? The universe doesn't respond to what you do. It responds to your vibrational standpoint. So vibration means, in a nutshell, it's like the culmination of your emotions, your thoughts, and your beliefs, and your demeanor, and your standpoint in general and or on a subject, period. Okay. So in order to get into alignment so that you can visualize a thing, what do you do? If you're feeling needy, if you're feeling desperate, if you're feeling not good or upset about something, the first thing that you need to do, and I've talked a lot about this on my channel, you can go back and just catch up on my videos because I've talked about this a lot, but just like I said, you cannot get around alignment, and I'm going to tell you how to get into alignment. So to get into alignment, you have to go more general. So what ends up with a lot of people who are trying to manifest a specific person, a specific man, or, a particular ex person into their life, or, just maybe somebody who really wants a relationship and they don't know with who, right? They just want a relationship. But a lot of times the people coming into this, they want it so much that they're actually in a feeling of lack, and it doesn't work out in their benefit, because instead of aligning and knowing that it's just a matter of course and it's just a matter of fact and allowing it to come and allowing the universe to shower them with these realizations leading up to that and allowing themselves to feel good and secure and happy and excited as they move towards that manifestation, it's the opposite. They feel like, oh my God, it'll never happen, and I don't see how it's going to happen, and it's a long shot. And they often feel like there's something that they need to do in order to make it happen because it's not happening naturally by itself, which isn't true. It is happening naturally by itself, and you just want to be in alignment with that natural unfolding. Or they feel like it's just completely a long shot, or if they did attract the person or their relationship, it wouldn't be the way that they wanted it to be. So essentially, if you make sure that you keep watching this, because you're really going to understand this by the end of this video. So if you are feeling in any way, shape, or form triggered by a subject, like the subject of this, manifesting a specific person, manifesting a man into your life, a person, an ex, whoever it is, if you're feeling triggered by the subject, meaning whenever it comes up, it's pretty much not a really happy subject for you. Whenever it comes up, it makes you sad, or it makes you lose your belief, or it puts you in a solemn kind of mood. If this particular subject doesn't make you feel happy and naturally motivated and joyous and like you're looking forward to this manifestation, if it makes you feel discouraged or disheartened in any way, then you need to go general. And that means stay off the subject. Get off the subject. So this is why I teach what I call answer mode. This is the first step in my 7 Steps to Consistent Instant Manifestation course. Now that course literally teaches you how to get stable into alignment, because once you're stably in alignment, then you can get more specific and deliberate, because you're in a God state, right? Once you're in that stable God state, then you can sort of point and click and visualize and direct yourself and manifest deliberately. But the first step is answer mode. And why is the first step answer mode, and what does that mean? Answer mode signifies the difference between, first of all, the mind and the emotion, and it's represented by the dropping of circumstances in your mind. So mentally, dropping all notion of circumstances. And when you drop all thought, when you drop all circumstances and all of that chitter chatter monkey brain in your mind, then you're going to find that there's some sort of relief involved in that. Because up here, when you were stuck in a funk, in worry, in disbelief, in stories that, and storylines and narratives that are not serving you, that's uncomfortable. Even though it's up here, it's an uncomfortable place to be. So when you drop it, there's this relief there. You're just left with this sensing, feeling, being present in your body, being aware of the room or where you are, and there's a lot more space to just allow a positive sensory experience to occur. And it's not about feeling positive or good or happy or joyful even. It's really just about experiencing that sense of relief. And for the love of God, getting off the subject that you're triggered about. Because if I want to manifest something, let's say I want to manifest a dude, okay? So every time that I want to manifest the person, I think about it, but I'm having negative thoughts every time I think about it. Well, I'm actually creating the opposite the more that I think about it. So in order to turn that around, I actually have to stop thinking about him for a while. I have to just, I don't have to think about this right now, drop it, answer mode. I don't have to think about this right now, drop it, answer mode. I don't have to think about this right now, drop it, answer mode. And then this helps me get into a more stable general space where my alignment is more stable. And then what you'll notice is that you can slowly start to think about that thing again. But now when you start thinking about it from an aligned, stable place, you can think about it in a positive way. And you can think about it on an ongoing basis in a positive way. And you can start to think about it, you can have some more control. And you can start to think about it more and more and more positively. And then you can add to the story what you want or visualize. Now, here's where visualization comes in. Once you have dropped the subject for a while, then you're in a more aligned, stable place. And you might have to drop more than one subject for a while in order to get into an aligned, stable place. You're just practicing stability for a little while, okay? So if a lot of things trigger you, drop them all. You're basically practicing a meditation for a week or two. It's like this moving daily meditation where you still go about your daily life, but you're just not doing the thinking that you were doing before. You're practicing over and over, dropping the thinking. And then finally you get to this place where you're in control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are not in control of you. Once you're in that place, then you can start to visualize. And you'll notice when you're ready for visualization that it's going to be a positive experience for you. It's going to be really fun, and it's going to be gratifying, and it's going to be rewarding, and it's going to be kind of exhilarating, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be like fantasizing and dreaming. Everything that you get out of fantasizing about something, that's what your visualizations need to be like. And you're going to be able to feel them much more real. And you're going to be able to do them without really having any interruption because it's going to be more easy and natural. So align first, use answer mode, or you can take my course. That link is going to be below for 7 steps to consistent and instant manifestation. If you need extra help with that, which we all do sometimes. Because the most important thing is that you get to a place where you have the ability to think the way that you want to think about the thing that you want to think about. And once you're there, you can start to feel how to bring in the components, the feeling components, but it's in your mind, right? It's mind, but it's also in your feeling space. You'll start to be able to bring in all of the components, the inner components that are going to make this visualization feel more real to you and be more real to you. Now, here is a tip that I'm going to give you that works really, 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 really well. This has worked every time for me, and it's just a wonderful little tool that you can use to make sure that you bring your manifestation all the way home in a small amount of time. And a small amount of time, I mean, you could do it in an afternoon, but a small amount of time to me is like 2 weeks to a month to put your mind to something and then watch it unfold. What you want to do when you get to the point where you're able to visualize this thing in the way that you want to, because it's a joyful, exciting process, you want to create in your mind a reminder that every time that I think this thing, I'm going to do the visualization. So for instance, when I manifested my garage, when I got to the point where I was really able to visualize it, every single time that I passed by the garage that I wanted, which was every day, I would say, there's my garage, and I would feel and experience the end. There's my garage, there's my garage, there's my garage. And every time that I pulled up to my apartment, I would feel myself pulling into that garage and visualize it and feel the essence of that. That's all part of visualization, living in the end, feeling the wish fulfilled, being in the wish fulfilled, and living from the end. It's all the same. For instance, you could say, every single time that I think about love or relationship or that person, I'm going to do this visualization. And if you allow that to be your habit and to trigger you into doing that several times a day, then you're going to manifest what you want very quickly, and you're going to feel the momentum of that. Here's how you know if you're doing it correctly. So as long as you can say, I'm going to think about it whenever I think about this, I'm going to trigger that manifestation, I'm going to trigger that visualization. Okay, so as long as you are able to do that, like you're doing it daily and you're able to feel it real and concentrate on it when you're doing it, you were on your way to that manifestation. And as long as you know that, you make that connection in your mind and you know that, you will get there very quickly. If you're still watching this video, that means that you liked it. So make sure that you click that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click bell all to receive all notifications. Check out my new group if it's out. I will have that link below for you guys. If you want to take my course, 7 Steps to Consistent Instant Manifestation, that link is below as well. Here's a playlist I highly recommend if you want to continue learning about manifesting a specific person and visualization and all of that. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
That's easy.